What is going on YouTube? Back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video specifically, we're going to be looking at XRP, as well as Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. If we do have some time at the end of the video, we will talk about the S&P 500. Specifically in today's episode, I really just want to talk about the possibilities of pretty much seeing all-time highs in 2020. Basically all-time highs for all of cryptocurrency, as in Bitcoin breaking above 20,000, XRP going above $3, getting near it, things of that nature. I want to see how realistic it is. Granted that the market finally hit over $16,000 on Bitcoin is something nobody thought of in the past 3 years. Everybody thought it was a bubble. Now we are once again retesting the $16,000 price point. So this really makes a standpoint for all of cryptocurrency, as well as everybody out there in the news and things like that. Most people do not realize that this is here to stay, and we are going to continue to pump. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, as it does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to turn on post notifications, this way you don't miss out on any important videos. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. All right, guys, so yesterday's video, we basically talked about how, XRP Ripple analysts are predicting that basically cryptocurrency, including XRP, are basically headed to new highs and, basically predicting that we're going to see a big boom in the market. And what's interesting about this is I'm really starting to believe, as I do watch other cryptocurrency, YouTubers, as I do, and am currently subscribed to, the different, Cointelegraph and all these different Bitcoin.com, all the different news stations out there that talk about cryptocurrency. I'm really starting to believe there's a fair chance we can see prices go up to a point where it's pretty much in uncharted territory, to levels where most of us crypto YouTubers are going to have some trouble being able to predict and continue to analyze the market. Which isn't a bad thing. Granted, this is great to see prices heading up this high, but it's definitely going to be a little more difficult figuring out when to be buying in, when to be selling short. We can go off indicators, but it is definitely going to become more and more difficult. Now, looking at the current coin market cap, this was a quick refresh. You can see markets for the 24-hour perspective aren't really doing anything. Honestly, the markets are pretty much still consolidating. I do just want to pull up as we see the Bityard chart here. And so what's interesting within this is obviously we had our symmetrical triangle trading sideways. Eventually, we broke bullish outside of here. And what really stood out to me was breaking above this resistance. Obviously, with a price ceiling and price floor, we all know that the second we see confirmation of a break above here and we can close the candle above here, it's granted a big, bullish volume would shoot the price up either all the way up to the upside, or if we closed below resistance or below support right here, we would obviously, correct to the downside. So granted, hopefully you guys were able to take profit off of here. If you didn't, I do have some pretty interesting news to actually share with you guys. This is an announcement I found by Bityard 6 days ago, which is pretty cool. It's basically the launch of copy trading. Bityard is actually launching a smart contract copy trading soon. All Bityard users can choose listed traders to follow and automatically copy orders to earn profit. So basically you choose a listed trader and then you can basically build your own team of people who basically copy your trade. When you make a move, they copy your move, and then if you make profit, they make profit, you get a percentage, whatever, and it basically works like that. So basically you select traders to follow in the community. On the copy trade page, turn on switch and set copy trade method, amount, and save it. Followers can modify copy method, risk indicators anytime, the copy trade settings page, things of that nature. So that's pretty much what exactly they're talking about. Hopefully some of you guys are familiar. This is actually pretty cool. The last time I saw a company do this, it was on eToro. So hopefully you guys are familiar with them. But it's pretty cool to see Bityard is always constantly updating and creating new innovative ways to stay on top of things. So once again, I wouldn't really say I'm going to be buying into Bityard right now. Hopefully you guys did take advantage of Bityard and sign up in the description down below. I believe they're giving up to $50 in free sign up or free Bitcoin on sign up. So that's pretty awesome. And we do have over 200 people that did support the channel and did click the link in the description. But moving on, obviously the reason I like it is, granted, I can finally trade XRP, and the fact that I can leverage trade and buy long, sell short, create stop losses, things like that. Now, in regards to the next time I plan on buying in, I'm going to be, taking a couple hours off, a couple days off potentially, waiting just to see some sort of sign where I know I can be buying in long, selling short. At the moment right now, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are basically trading in uncharted territory, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about in today's episode. More than anything else, I kind of want to start with Bitcoin because Bitcoin broke first, and then we saw XRP break first, and kind of just do a resemblance test, see the timeline, see the time period, kind of figure out what exactly we're working with before we just, dive right into the market. So I am trying to save Bitcoin. Okay, great. Here we go. So you can see what it is that we're referring to. This looks very similar to, to the past right here when we had this breakout. Now, ultimately, we did see the break continue. Currently, the price is right here. So honestly, we really don't have that much higher to go. So notice we are both looking at the weekly charts. Bitcoin back here when we hit 20,000 was overbought, obviously at 89. The current level it's at right now is right here where we were also fairly overbought. We actually skyrocketed up in this price before, consolidating back down. But what's interesting too is the fact is we're trading at around 80 on the RSI. So we still have plenty of potential to shoot all the way back up. We do have the room and the movement to explode back to the upside. You can see here in the past when we actually retested 16,000, we did shoot all the way up to 20, consolidated back down, and the following week we shot all the way back up again. So there's definitely room and potential here. The crazy thing is this happened all within a week. So the fact that we're now retesting all-time highs is very interesting. The thing that's different from what happened back then that's happening now is it's a much slower approach to the upside. Back in the past, in 2020, when the media was really taking advantage of the market and we had big whales buying in and things like that, in literally a day or two, we were able to make massive gains from prices from 11,000 all the way up to 20,000. Notice now, it's taking week after week after week. We're only going up a little bit at a time, which is much better and much easier to maintain prices as high as 20,000. But we are overbought. Granted, at the end of this month, we were able to, correct, or at the end of this rally, we corrected all the way back down for the next 3 years, 2 years. We were just in a correction consolidation period. So you do have to pay attention to that. Otherwise, just something to pay attention to. Notice we're pretty much in uncharted territory. When we were trading around here in 2020, even back here, pretty much all the time in here, we were able to trade in uncharted territory. This is the first time we're now retesting highs that we have not been in a very long time. Notice when Bitcoin hit its all-time high, it was December 11th. Now I want to look at XRP's all-time high, which was back and I want to see whether or not it was later or earlier than that. December 11th, this was January 4th. So what's interesting too is there's usually a delayed response. The December 11th, we had about 3 weeks later before we saw the breakout in XRP. That's something to consider too. So if we see Bitcoin primed and ready to break bullish, shoot all the way up to, granted, $16,000, we may see that trickle down within XRP as well. So I do just want to pull up XRP on the weekly charts, get a better understanding of when this breakout happened. So here's the other thing I wanted to, kind of explain to you guys. Notice that the price is pretty much just trading sideways right here. Very similar to what we were doing in the past. December 11th, the price of, where is it? December 11th actually started the bull run. So when we saw Bitcoin hit its all-time high on December 11th. That was pretty much what started the fire within XRP, and then we saw the big breakout within XRP shoot us all the way up, only a little bit, and then we just continue to rally and pump higher and higher and higher. So granted, we usually saw some sort of telltale sign of a massive, volume spike within Bitcoin first, which was right here, and then it trickled down into XRP, and then we saw the spike. So really, it's pay attention to Bitcoin. We're not out of the woodwork yet. We can obviously see if Bitcoin continues to head up higher and then we see XRP break into bullish territory, we know to dump into XRP because XRP will pump right after. So it's interesting too, as you notice how sandwiched we got. We've been watching this massive symmetrical or descending triangle on the coin for months, if not years now. Since pretty much 2018, we've had 2 years of just this downtrend, setting lower lows and things of that nature, lower highs. Eventually, we're consolidating right now, and it looks like we're about to retest once again the moving average. So I wouldn't be surprised if we, retest 29 cents, see a little bit bigger of a jump, and then pretty much see if we can close above on the weekly charts above 29 cents. There's a good chance we're going to continue to break and head up higher. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. I'm going to just bring these charts back, and then we'll kind of just take a little bit of a peek at the way the other altcoins like Litecoin and XRP are trading. We have XRP pulled up. I just want to reset Bitcoin on its daily right here, boom. And then lastly, to look at Ethereum, which is clearly hitting its resistance and correcting lower. We now have Litecoin, which is hitting a resistance and correcting lower. Very interesting. So these coins are pretty much not in sync at all. They're all trending differently. So it's really going to be a hit or miss as to what exactly wants to happen. Ethereum does look like it would be primed for a short. As for XRP, it's just in the air right now. You know, things are becoming much more difficult for traders as we are now entering uncharted territory. Obviously, the same thing applies with XRP. Like I said, even though we're much lower, you can see there's really not that much, history in the past. We do have a little bit where we do have resistances here. Yeah, not to say for XRP. It's mainly Bitcoin where we're hitting uncharted territory. Bitcoin is the troublemaker right now. There's obviously some supports and resistances left on XRP we can follow, but otherwise we'll talk about that in a later episode. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.